I am heading to the area where Calvin Parker and his buddy were abducted by a UFO in Pascagula, Mississippi, and I think it was 73. And this is it's a little road that comes around off of Highway 90, a little small road that comes around to the area, and it's actually, the area is right on Highway 90. I mean, it's just maybe 100 yards or less off of Highway 90. It's hard to believe. Back in, I think whenever it was, 73, as close as this area was, even abandoned, to Highway 90, that there was not dozens of people that didn't witness this, and possibly they did, but man, it's right on top of 90, and like I said, the bridge was a lot lower and wasn't as much of a high-rise bridge at the time, and I think this bridge was built probably after Katrina, and it's just amazing that they were right on top of the Highway 90 at dusk in the evening. I don't know what day it was exactly, but it had to be a lot of traffic on that bridge. It had to be. But I do believe his story. I believe something happened. I'm about an 85 to 90% believer in it. It's just, I don't believe the man's lying. He had no reason. He's never made really any money, and he wouldn't even talk about it for 40 years. And from all indications that I've read or heard, he was really mentally damaged, probably to some extent from it, and it just it kind of controlled his life for a lot of years. So I don't know. We'll never know for sure, probably. And this Signet Marine is right here next to the site, and I suppose it wasn't here at the time. This was an abandoned shipyard, and they've got a little inlet here, and I think that was filled in at the time. I think it's when Signet Marine bought this property or acquired the property, they dug this inlet in here. But I used to come through here because at the time, because the interstate wasn't finished, and you had to get off and come through Pascagula because that section of the interstate was still under construction. So when we'd go to Mobile to the dog track, you had to come through Pascagula, and I think we got on back somewhere up around Ocean Springs. You'd get back on the interstate, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I think that's where we would get on. It was 2 or 3 places you had to get on and off back in the early 70s because it was still under construction in some areas. There's a marker here at Lighthouse Point or Park or whatever, but they were abducted on the other side of the river where I'm videoing it now. A view of the Pascagula River at a park just down from where the abduction took place. This is a park on the opposite side of the Highway 90 where the deal took place. That high-rise bridge at the time was not there. I think that bridge was built after Hurricane Katrina, It was a much lower bridge back in the 70s, as I remember. I used to come through here going to Mobile to the dog races. Thought I was going to make $1 million at the dog track. Little did I know I would lose $1 million.